I spend less than 30 minutes a day on my phone every single day. Now, this is completely different than the people my age. The average is about 6 hours a day. But a few weeks ago, I told my girl that I was gonna throw my cell phone away, that I was gonna buy a flip phone instead and use that. But of course, she told me that was way too extreme, and honestly, it's impossible to throw your cell phone away. I mean, on this, there are so many useful things. There are things that we are so lucky to have, and it makes us 10 times more productive. You know, you've got ChatGPT, you've got Google Maps, but still, you've got YouTube, you've got TikTok, Reels, whatever you use. The short form content is absolutely not only ruining like your mental health, you know, your brain, your dopamine receptors getting fried, it's also just ruining your life experience. Because picture this, you're constantly on your phone when you're bored, so you never get the chance to feel a bit bored. Instead, you always feel stimulated. And what happens when you keep doing that? You know, every time you go to the toilet, you bring your phone with you. You watch a little bit of YouTube, a little bit of whatever. What happens is that your brain gets desensitized to low levels of dopamine, meaning that whenever you do something that's normal, a normal life experience, the little things in life, they don't feel satisfying. To you, they actually feel boring and not enjoyable, meaning that on a day-to-day basis, without technology, you're depressed. Now, of course, this is not a real depression. It's a depression that can be easily cured by removing these technologies. Now, the average screen time is about 6 hours a day, which is completely different from my screen time. And your screen time is probably more than my weekly screen time of about 3 hours a week. And I can show you, you know, this week so far, it's been 2 days. My screen time is about 9 minutes. And if we go to the other week, that's a full week, so 26 minutes. And the other one, 27 minutes. And the other one, 26 minutes. But if I scroll back way before, I can go back to a time where my daily screen time was 4 hours, 42 minutes. Now, this is when I felt at my worst. This is when life was the most boring. Even though it was when I was, you know, the most stimulated. I was playing games, watching videos all of the time, never letting myself be bored. But reducing my screen time to less than 1 hour a day, I do about 30 minutes a day, but less than 1 hour a day is when you get all of the benefits basically. It's when you don't have the time to scroll on your phone, because if you scroll, you're gonna break that 1 hour a day. So if you keep your screen time to less than 1 hour a day, just see how your life changes. Now, you're not gonna have time to go on YouTube to play your mobile games. You're only gonna have time to go on Google, ChatGPT, on your Gmails, Messenger if you need to talk to someone, and like Google Maps. And that's it. And sometimes you might even break your limit with only these 5 apps. But this means that instead of frying your dopamine receptors, you'll just be way more productive without having to throw your phone away. I know it sounds cool. Personally, I think it's fucking cool, like throwing your phone away, and when someone asks you like, hey, do you have your phone with you or whatever, you just answer like, I don't have a cell phone. I think that's really badass. But like I said, it's impossible. It's not gonna happen. You need it, and honestly, it's a useful tool, but you've got to learn how to use it. So delete all your apps and try to get to under 1 hour of screen time. But the thing is, you absolutely need to want it bad. You see, why it was so easy for me to instantly go from like 4 hours a day of screen time to less than 30 minutes, it's because I had the idea of throwing my phone away. And when you think about something way extreme, like throwing your phone away and buying a flip phone, well, suddenly thinking about reducing your screen time to like less than an hour a day is quite doable. Now, if you can match this new habit of being less on your phone with a dopamine detox, where you try to remove as much of the easy dopamine as possible from your life, meaning less video game or no video game, meaning avoiding all of the junk food, you know, the sugary food, a little chocolate before bed, you cut that out. And if you're using any substances like alcohol or anything, you just simply cut that out also. And you do that for a month, see how your life changes. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah.